Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today I'm going to be ranking all of the brand new Onward Funko Pops that were revealed at London Toy Fair 2020. So this wave includes 6 pops, and if you don't know how my ranking videos work, for each pop I'm going to be giving it a score out of 5. Then at the end of this video, I will be giving it a total score out of 30, and then I will also share my want list with all of you, just letting you know which pops I do plan on picking up and adding to my collection. But for now, let's get straight into the video here with number 6. Alright, now at number 6 here we have Wilden Lightfoot. And this one is a really unique pop here because, of course, if you don't know anything about the plot of the film, then you might want to skip this pop here. But if you do know the basic premise of the plot, this is basically Ian Lightfoot and Barley Lightfoot's father, and it's just his legs though. So that's why the upper half of him looks like it's kind of just dead there and kind of just almost like a sack there, just lifeless. So that's why, because the legs are the only part of him that they were able to fully bring back using magic. So basically that's the premise of the film, and then they have to go find out how to fully bring him back. So I feel like that's a really unique plot for sure. But for this plot personally, I feel like it looks very basic here. I totally get it. It is accurate to the design, at least from what I've seen in the trailers, but I just feel like compared to the other ones, it's one of the more boring pops, but I still feel like it has a great design here. So for this one, I'm going to be giving it a 2.5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 5. Okay, now at number 5 here we have the Unicorn Pop, and this one is going to be a Hot Topic exclusive. And of course in the trailer for the film we saw that these guys were kind of acting like raccoons, eating all of the trash, so that kind of explains why they're kind of dirty on the hooves and on their nose there and mouth, so it kind of makes sense there. But for this one it is going to have a chase version, which is kind of unique considering it's an exclusive here, but I feel like the chase is very lazy. It's basically just like a glittery horn where it's kind of a lighter sky blue color now, so a little bit lazy there on the chase. But I do feel like overall the actual pop sculpt here looks really great. So overall it's a really well done pop here. I do like the design of it. So for this one I'm going to be giving it a 3 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 4. At number 4 here we have the Manticore. Of course this is going to be Octavia Spencer's character, and she looks really fantastic here. I think the design just looks so complex and she looks so huge. Almost looks like it's like getting into being like a 6-inch pop, but I really love the expression on this one. She's just giving a big smile there, which just looks terrifying, and then holding the massive sword as well, just a super scary weapon there. And then also has some wings coming out of the back, which are really cool, and just overall is a really fantastic pop here. I love the hair sculpt as well. That looks very complex. There's just so much going on here. The pink nails as well, which adds a really big pop of color to this one. And then you have the red outfit there with the sort of like green like shorts there going on. So just overall a really fantastic looking pop here. So for this one I'm going to be giving it a 4.5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 3. Alright, at number 3 here we have Warrior Barley. This one is going to be an Amazon exclusive, and this one is a really unique variant of the character. I feel like it's great how they gave him a little bit of facial hair near the bottom of his head. That's kind of cool. Then you also have the really cool Viking helmet going on, which looks really fantastic. On the tips of his ears as well, I noticed this on Ian Lightfoot as well. They kind of turn into like a bit of a different color. It's almost like a gradient going going on there. Kind of looks a little bit pink there, so that's unique as well. And then you have the cape on there, which looks really great. Then you also have the green outfit going on. It's a real like classic sort of knight's outfit, so I really do like that. But then he has just some normal like sneakers on, which is kind of cool as well. And I just really love the designs of these characters for the film. I think the blue looks really well done. I like how they use a darker blue for the hair and then the lighter blue for their skin tones. So just overall a really fantastic pop here. And for this one, I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 2. Okay, and number 2 here we have Ian Lightfoot, who is of course going to be voiced by Tom Holland, and I forgot to mention as well, Barley is going to be voiced by Chris Pratt, so we have a really great cast in this film, so I'm really excited to hear all of their voice talents there. But for the pop here, just design-wise, I feel like this one looks really great. I love the hair on this pop. I feel like it looks amazing. Kind of reminds me of an almost like Elvis sort of haircut, I feel like, so that looks really great. It's going really high up there. Now, Ian Lightfoot has a really big nose here, but I feel like that kind of works considering most Funko Pops don't really have a mouth. So it's kind of unique that he's given a larger nose there. And then you also have the tips of the ears there where they're a little bit of a different, like almost like flesh tone sort of color, which is really unique there. But I really love the outfit as well. I think that the nice like kind of like red outfit there adds a nice pop of color to it. He's holding the wizard staff there as well, which looks really great. I like the design of that one. So just overall a well done pop here, and I'm really excited to see this character in the film. So for this one, I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5. And now let's move on to number 1. At number 1 here we have Barley Lightfoot. Now this one is actually the common version here, and I just really love the design of this one. I like the jacket that he has on there. I think that that looks really great. It's like a nice vest there, which with a lot of different like prints there, which look really nice. I think it adds a lot of variety to that one. And then he has like the cool like bracelets going on with a cast on as well, with even some printing on there. It just looks really fantastic. I love the little hat there, the beanie as well. Just overall a really great one. This head sculpt doesn't have the facial hair as well, so that's kind of interesting that it's even different from that exclusive version. Then he's holding a book as well. Same sneakers on this one, but I just think overall this pop looks really fantastic. I'm really excited to see Chris Pratt's performance as this character, or hear his performance as this character, so very excited for Onward. So for this one, I'm going to be giving it a 5 out of 5, and now let's move on to my want list for the wave. Alright, so for this wave, the want list is going to include 3 pops here. It may expand when I actually see the film, because then I'm going to actually know what the characters' roles are in the film and if I actually like them as a character, not just basing it off of design. But of course, within the trailers, we've seen the most from Barley and Ian Lightfoot, so I feel like those are the ones that I can really bet on me actually liking in the film. So those are going to be the ones that are on this wish or want list here. It's going to be Barley Lightfoot, the common version or the exclusive version. I feel like both of them are really fantastic, maybe even both of them if that exclusive version plays a bigger role in the film, and also if I'm able to get my hands on it as well, considering it's an Amazon exclusive. Those ones sometimes don't come on Amazon.ca, so sometimes they're only on .com, so I wouldn't go through the hassle of ordering it from the US website. But if it comes on the Canadian one, then maybe I'll pick it up. But then Ian Lightfoot as well, I would really like to get him. I think that he looks really fantastic, and of course is kind of portrayed as the main character of the film, so it would be really great to be able to get him. But overall, I feel like this is a really great wave here, and now let's move on to my final verdict for the wave. Okay, so in conclusion for this wave, out of a score of 30, it managed to score 25, and that converts over to 83%. So I feel like that is a really great score for this wave, considering I don't even know the characters' roles in the film or kind of how they're act in the film. It's kind of interesting that even just based off design here, they just look really fantastic. Funko really nailed it here, converting the designs over into the pop format. So just overall a really fantastic wave of pops. Now I want to hear all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of my ranking, and then also let me know your rankings as well. I always really love comparing my ranking to yours, so I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on this wave and on the film in general as well, so feel free to share that also. And thank you so much for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of my videos. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.